Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Find Out What the Bible Says. And in this week's episode, I'm going to be sharing a little message from an influencer on social media called Larissa Raymond. She shared 5 sins that Christian women still justify. But in today's episode, I'm going to just be sharing about 5 sins that people in general justify. And they're pretty much the same as hers, but I want this to relate to everybody, not just women. Even though it's important for us girls to stick together, I think everybody needs to reflect on the sins that they still carry and may not even know they're carrying. So the first sin that we're going to talk about is secret jealousy masked as discernment. You don't like this person because you can't have what they have. You feel a certain way about this person because maybe they are, taking stuff away from you that you thought you had earned and that you deserved. Larissa Raymond goes on to say that you call it protecting your spirit, but deep down, it's comparison and envy. You kind of study their every move, their every social media post. You're almost waiting for them to do something wrong so that you can be like, see, I discerned that, guys. I told you so. Right? Even if you don't want to admit it, we've all kind of been there at some point. And James chapter 3 verse 16 tells us that for where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every evil practice. So nothing good can come out of fake discerning. Just be real with yourself. Reflect on the feelings that you have and just give it to the Lord before you start creating unnecessary drama. Like the second sin, which is gossip in the name of concern. So you go to your friends and you're like, guys, I just want to pray for so and so because this is what happened. You're not interceding. You're stirring drama. If you cannot have this kind of conversation with that person face to face and to them and talk to them about it, you're not helping. You're just kind of stirring drama and leading others into temptation too. So it's not godly, number one. And number 2, Ephesians 4 verse 29 says, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up. Pretty standard. So that is a way of helping you slow down and even stop gossiping. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to create more drama. Then our third one, I've almost lost my spot there. Our third one is manipulation cloaked in charisma, flirtation, and in Larissa Raymond's case, femininity, right? You kind of flirt for attention. You don't make meaningful connections. You just make connections so that you can be seen and heard. But you don't mind if you're not really remembered because you're there for the moment, right? You hint instead of speak. You control with silence and sweetness. Let me tell you guys something. Charm is deceitful. It is not the spirit. That's fruit and spirit in the same thing. It is not a fruit of the spirit, right? Okay? But character is. If you are authentic and take authority in your actions, that will last a lot longer and that's more real. So in Proverbs 31 verse 30, this is actually directed at women, but it's actually for men as well. So It says here in Proverbs 31 verse 30, charm is deceitful and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Like, fear the Lord when you're having conversations with people. Fear the Lord when you're having inappropriate conversations over the phone with people after 9 o'clock at night. Like, fear the Lord when you are out, like, in places that could cause you to act in a flirty, unintentional way. Fear the Lord, right? Right. The fourth one is pride dressed up as standards. Wow. You cut everyone off who offends you, because if you're not like feeding me the energy I need, then you're not for me kind of attitude. Am I right? That is literally what the world is doing at the moment. It says here that you act as though you're never wrong. You cannot be corrected, and you don't need anyone if they cannot handle who you are, right? But independence isn't the same as holiness, and that hit me like a truck. Proverbs 16 verse 18 hits us with, pride goes before destruction. Just saying. So you might want to just like rein in your pride, put it down to rest, and really just accept the things that people throw at you. Not saying be a doormat, but honestly, like, be more accepting of what people say. Reflect on it, go pray about it, and then allow God to help you decide whether or not what they're saying is true. And then go back and be like, listen, I've gone and prayed about this, and you know what, you're right. I was a little bit harsh there. I could be better there. Maybe I am. Maybe my expectations are a little bit too high. Fifth sin that we justify as people is emotional indulgence mistaken for being real, right? So you will react from being offended. So you'll be like, you know what, like, I'm just so upset with so-and-so because of what they told me, and like your emotions are leading right now. You're kind of like creating drama. You're hoping that people will just indulge in what you're about to say. Your emotions are leading and God isn't in this situation. Like, the best thing to do is and listen to the Lord, right? It says in Jeremiah 17 verse 9 that the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it, right? So instead of reacting to things in a way that will cause destruction, cause gossip, cause false discernment, right? You need to go and pray and ask God to like guard your heart, because the heart is deceitful and wicked. So you gotta like chain that baby up and wait on the Lord. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope this challenged you. Go and pray and ask God what sins you are still justifying and how He can help you get through that. I will see you next week.